Well, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that I've once rented a camper van in the UK. Now, I've always wanted to rent an RV and drive across America. So that is exactly what we're going to do together. All right, it's not going to be right across America. We're going to visit, 3 different states. We're going to do Arizona, we're going to do Nevada, and we're going to do Utah. And I guess we're doing 4 because I picked this up from California. This is a beast. It's got a separate shower, separate toilet. It sleeps up to, I think, about 6 people. There's a separate bedroom, a bunk bed, there's a fully stocked kitchen, fridge, freezer. Let me give you the tour. Let's head in. Now, we are in the desert, and it's going to get warm very quickly, so I just need to put the air conditioning on. Whew, that's better. Right, we start in the galley area. You've got a full kitchen here. You've got a tiny little kind of like living room, a little separate dining room. First of all, let's start at the kitchen. I have been given some essentials, some kitchen roll, some washing up liquid, a tea towel, some rubber gloves. This is one of those really nice taps that has the hose that comes out as well to easily do your washing. A huge big sink. This is the power. So when I want to put the toaster up here and the kettle, I can do that. Nice big windows, got a blind there as well. Look at this, there's a 3-burner hob here, complete with grill stroke oven, a microwave. Look at the size of that freezer. That is huge. And so's the fridge. Can get a good week's worth, even 2 weeks worth of food in there. Comes with everything we need, spoons, knives and forks. Look at that, all nicely laid out. Some storage. There's frying pans, pots. All super clean as well. There's plates, there's cups, there's the toaster, got a coffee machine as well. So this is the control unit, so it tells me on here. So there's a generator I can use if I need to. I can put the heating on if I want. Obviously the water pump's going. Here's where I can check all the tanks. You can see that's the grey water, black water. There's the fresh water that I've got, battery life. It does come with a huge sun awning, which I'll show you when I'm parked up a little bit later. If I don't want to use a generator, of course, I can save power and use the solar panels that are on the roof. The AC is in the top though, so it does fill out the whole cabin. Loads of storage. Deep storage as well. Nice little sofa here and a kitchen table diner. But you might think to yourself, this is a little bit narrow. And look how much that has extended out now. I mean, the space that I've got is huge. Obviously for breakfast and dinner, I can sit up the table and this comfortably sits 4 people. I do like the fact that there are huge windows, so you can really take in the landscape. Now this has been pulled out, you can actually see the mirror, and as we come through to the bedroom, a shower one side and the toilet. So you know, you get some like motorhomes or RVs that have the toilet and the shower all kind of built in together. This is really nice because it's separate, and the shower is pretty big. Look at that. Small size shower head. That's no ventilation, that's just for light. Some trays here though to put shower gels and stuff like that. I think you could probably get, I would say, no more than 2 people in this shower. I'll let you know how it feels later. Toilet and sink. Got some storage down here as well. I do get some complimentary toilet roll, I didn't need to buy that. Huge big mirrors here with, again, plenty of storage. Little extractor fan there. This is for the hot water, and I just set the temperature, which is, I think is the max 51. Yeah. So that's actually really nice, and it's nice to have kind of the fake marble look as well. Now the toilet. What's this say? I've got to do something here. Add toilet chemical after first use on empty tank. So I've got to just put that in there, wait 10 seconds, then flush it. So that's done, ready to go. Then we come into the bedroom, and actually this is a really nice space. It kind of is right in the back of the RV. You've got plenty of space either side. You've got some drawers. You even have some small wardrobes. More space above the bed. There's power sockets there. The bed's not made up. I've got to do that later. But yeah, this is a nice space. 2 big windows, little skylight as well. And of course you've got the air conditioning blown in here too, which is good. What's that? Ooh, that's a dead bug. And for privacy, this closes up. So this bedroom is completely and utterly closed off. So for some reason there's no TV there, which I'm a little bit gutted about, but to be honest, I've always got my phone. But there is a TV up here in the top bunk. So really randomly, I can put I might actually even lay my bed up here so I can enjoy watching TV, and it will remind me of my childhood as well, because as a kid my dad did have a little motorhome, and I always remember sleeping up here just above where the driver would sit, and it's kind of cozy. This does go up right, okay, just to there, and then plugs in so you don't fall out. By the way, there are some ladders which I've only just noticed that are in the bedroom, which obviously if I do choose to sleep up here, because the TV's up here, obviously I might have to get them out. Comes with a little window. I don't think there's any plug sockets up here. I don't think there is. Oh, but the TV does swing out, so when you're in the dining room you can see that. So the driver's cabin right at the front. Now, unlike some motorhomes, these chairs don't swivel round, which actually would have been quite nice, because that would have added 2 more seats and made it a much more social space, but they don't do that in RVs, or some RVs they do. So I don't understand the point of that, because there's no window out the back. So what's the point of that? Someone will tell me in the comments. I'm sure it's just to have a look at what's going on in the back of the cab. There is a camera, of course, just so I can see when I'm reversing. Yeah, it's quite a nice comfortable space to drive actually. Plenty of space to put drinks, and it does come with a sat nav. So my plan is to drive partly on the classic Route 66. We're going to drive to the Grand Canyon because I want to see that. It's about 7 hours away from here. It's already 4 in the afternoon, so I might be driving into the night, but it should be magnificent tomorrow morning when we check it out. I've got to find places to stay, RV parks, obviously, because well, you don't want to stay on the side of the road, although you could with the generator, but is that legal in the US? Can you do that? We're also going to be checking out the Nevada desert, the Extraterrestrial Highway. Maybe we'll see some UFOs on the route, I don't know. Yeah, at the moment we're just outside of Barstow, so we need to get moving. It's going to be a lot of driving, but the first thing I need to do is get some essentials, some food, and maybe a beer for tonight, because it'd be really nice, wouldn't it, just to sit outside and have a beer. Anyway, you're coming with me, let's go. So on this trip, I'm going to be stopping at all sorts of places, RV parks, diners, little camping grounds, and pretty much everywhere I end up, I'll be connecting to different Wi-Fi networks. That can be risky, and actually it reminded me of something that happened a few years back. Back in 2021, one of my accounts got hacked, and that's when I realized I needed a password manager. After trying a couple of options, I switched to Bitwarden, and I've been using it ever since. It's just what works for me. What I like about it, it works whether I'm on my phone, whether I'm on my laptop, whether I'm on my browser, and I don't have to worry about remembering loads of different logins. The free plan already gives you unlimited passwords across unlimited devices, which is enough for most people, but you can upgrade if you want extra features. Everything is encrypted end to end, so only I can access it. I even use it to keep secure notes and my details safe when traveling. If you're on the road a lot, or you just want to keep your accounts secure, I definitely recommend checking out Bitwarden. And if you want to help your team work more efficiently and secure, Bitwarden also has free trials for teams and enterprise business plans. I'll leave the link down below. Thanks to Bitwarden for sponsoring today's video. Okay. Obviously I've already driven this. It does take a while to get used to. Can I do it in one? No, I can't. Here we go. And this is what I've wanted to do. So at the minute we're on Route 66, and you know, there's some weird and wonderful stops. Like, there's an old motel here that's just deserted. Someone's selling stuff in there. No, somebody's living in there. I have a feeling this isn't open. Or is it? Baghdad Calf. This? I thought this was just deserted, but... Hi.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow, popular spot to stop there.
Hello, how are you?
Hi. Good, thanks. I didn't think you was open. It looked abandoned outside.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was abandoned.
Well, but sometimes it don't look that way because we get like 2 or 3 buses at one time.
You see, when there's people here, it looks busy, yeah. Do you do food here?
No, we don't.
You don't do it, it's just drinks,
We
is
used
it?
to, but when the rains came and knocked the ceilings down, the kitchen's not finished yet.
Oh, okay. Wow, look at this. They've got their own merch. And socks. Look at all the money. All the notes. I think this might have been the motel. Strange motel, if it is. So there's a Walmart around here somewhere. This is it. I'll tell you what, I'm trying to get used to the swing of how long this is. Don't ask me how long it is in meters because I'm not sure. But all I know is I need to go out quite far in order for it to swing round. And also check my mirrors so I'm not hitting anyone else. The worst thing about this, driving on the freeways is crazy. It's no point like trying to indicate and hope that someone will actually let you in because they won't. Right, here we go. Taking it nice and slow. Luckily, things don't move around too much in the back, so it's not too noisy. So if you're not familiar with Walmart, it's just like Asda in the UK. Now you know what supermarkets are like. How the hell am I supposed to park this in a parking bay? That is just never going to happen, is it? I'm just going to have to kind of park it somewhere. Whoa. Whoops. Now I'm sure there are going to be people moan about what I'm about to do, but the car park is not very busy, so I'm just going to pull in here and take up 2 spots. Have to check each door as well. Yeah, that's open. Cool, it's handy. I'll grab this. I don't really need a trolley, but because I'm filming, it's difficult to do one-handed. Now I know why this was left here. This is really difficult to steer. It's actually my first time in a Walmart in America. It's huge. So I guess I'll get the essentials, right? Milk, bread. I don't need any loo roll. I've got some of that. That's a new one on me. I've actually got a Burger King in here. And white pumpkins? This is so much bigger than UK pumpkins. All the different colours as well. That'll do. It's so much neater than the supermarket I'm used to. See, the differences compared to the UK and America are huge. I mean, I've never heard of this brand before, but it seems to be pretty popular in the waffle market. Eggo. Blueberry buttermilk. Need to get like a ready meal. That would probably be better, and something for breakfast. Because I can't be, even though I've got an oven, probably might just get a ready meal. Okay, I definitely need to have these. You know, just compared to the UK, everything's so massive in America. Oh, I can put them in the microwave and in the oven. Great, I'll get them. See, look, I can get this for breakfast. Ham and cheese scramble. Well, that looks good. Lasagna with meat and sauce bowl. Now I've got to get a beer to have outside the RV, haven't I? But I don't really want to buy a pack. I guess the only option is to buy it in a can. Shopping for one. So in the UK, right, you get these shops that sell sweets, cake stuff, and the prices that they charge are a fortune. So it's so nice to see it's so cheap. I'm so confused. This is the cereal aisle? What the hell? That is just huge. It's like dog food. Now they do sell it in boxes as well. Honestly, the breakfast choices in America, cereal-wise, compared to the UK. Now they've got a version of this in the UK, but it's not as good as the American one. And yes, people will say it's not very healthy and it's packed with sweeteners, but I'm trying to grab it. Now I do have a coffee maker in the RV, but to be honest, I'm missing my cups of tea, so I need to find some tea bags. $8? Here we go. British blend.
I'm closer.
You closed? Always the way. Self-service. Quicker. Well, that was weird. They wouldn't allow me to pay for my beer at the self-service checkout. I had to go to the other counter to buy it. At least I don't need to worry about finding my car. I can see the RV from a mile off. I need to put the AC on in here, but I'm going to put this in the fridge and then we're going to get on the road. This is what is great about doing a road trip in America. I mean, you can cross so many different states. I mean, you can travel across a whole continent and see so many different things. Unfortunately, I'm short on time, so I'm kind of just doing like a little mini road trip. But it's great because you don't need to worry about looking at the clock, you know, when it gets dark, just find somewhere just to pull up for the night, obviously in a trailer park. So I have no idea where I'm going to be staying tonight. My original plan was to travel to the Grand Canyon, and I thought I was going to do all of that in a day. Well, it's now 4:20. I'm nowhere near Kingsman. That's another 2 hours. It gets dark at about 7:15. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. So I don't know whether you can see that, but the trains out here are just ridiculous. I mean, I passed the front of that around about 3 minutes ago, and as far as the eye can see, you can see containers. So I've been driving now for about 2.5 hours. I'm nearly at Kingsman, about 45 minutes to go, but we're just about to go over the border of California into Arizona, over the Colorado River. Welcome to Arizona, the Grand Canyon state. Getting low on fuel, better fill up. God knows how much this is going to cost to fill up. I'm just trying to remember what side it's on. And it's on this side. Is that going to stretch? It's always on the opposite side. Look at the sunset. He did say something that I've got to make sure the gas is turned off. What's going on here? Oh, this... Do you know what? I felt that loose earlier. That keeps... Got to turn the battery off. And also the gas. That's close. $50, please. Well, like I say, I don't know how much it's going to be to fill it up. I'm just going to put $50 in for now. Push the button to select fuel grade. See, in the UK, black is diesel and green is unleaded. In America, green is diesel, black is unleaded.
One of those ordinary rewards programs. Terrible.
Wow, it's slow. Hang on, I've done it. So about 30 minutes away. I think I'm gonna stay in Kingman tonight, find an RV place, and then we'll get some dinner. Been to an RV park before, so I don't know what, like, I'm assuming you go in and pay, or do you choose a lot first? From red box below, completely fill out nighttime registration envelope, select a space, site map, be sure to write site name in an envelope. Well, I guess they're pretty trusting, right? If to put cash in here. Ah. And I don't have cash. Always should have cash. Got to go and find a cash machine and then I'll come back. Be really handy if they had an ATM here, wouldn't it? Doesn't look like they do. Alright, I had to drive 5 minutes up the road to find a cash point. Anyway, I don't know what site is free. I thought it would be circled on here, but it's not. It says you've got to check the map, circle it, but no one has. So I've got to just drive around to see what number's free and then come back or walk back up here. The site is not exactly well lit. God, that is so dangerous. Right. Got lights out here. Good. The power is on. Oh, the power's on the other side. I think the power's on the other side, isn't it? Yep. Right, I've got to now. So now I've got to reverse the blooming thing out and put it back. This is driving me nuts tonight. It's even harder when you've got no one else to kind of like guide you in and out. I'll go in this way. Switch next to it. I've just noticed actually there's blinds everywhere apart from the front, so that's going to let some light in, isn't it? Oh well, anyway, let's get dinner sorted. Yeah, a bit gutted there's no curtain there because you don't really have much privacy. So nothing's going right. The shower gel has just exploded all over my shorts and my t-shirt. Time for dinner. Now I would have put this in the oven, but it's actually getting really late, so I'll put this in the microwave and give it a nuke. Cook on high heat, 3.5 minutes. Just trying to remember to do everything. Oh, looks good. So how did I find this RV company? So I googled luxury RVs to rent around LA, and this was the one that came up. But the longer that I'm staying here, the more I'm finding out about like the stairs. If that wasn't bad enough, I've just washed my hands in the toilet and the actual whole tap thing comes away. These cushions on the sofas all just fall out when I'm driving. So yeah, it's not as luxury as I first thought. Anyway, let's give this a try. It's actually not bad. Can you believe it's actually 9:45 now? So I'll eat this, then we'll try out the shower. Not together, but you know what I mean. I accidentally noticed some more switches just under here which have turned these lights on. There's also an LED light under there. There's also this lighting under here, but there's some lights along here that I can't seem to turn on. Well, it's a really good temperature. It's not the most powerful shower in the world, but I've actually had worse in other hotels, so it's pretty good. I can't get this open. Yeah, so the shower's pretty good. It's quite cozy. It's a shame that these lights don't work. The weirdest thing is that I'm ultra paranoid that the RV is in motion and nobody's driving it. It's a weird sensation, but it feels like the engine's running, but it's the AC. Obviously I don't want to turn the AC off. I've had to triple check that I've put the parking brake on. I mean, you feel the RV move quite easily when you turn around. I'll let you know how well the sleep goes. I'll see you in the morning. Night night. Good morning. It's 5 a.m. I didn't get much sleep, if I'm being honest, being this close to the freeway, and I underestimated how cold that room got actually with the AC on, which was quite nice. But then I did have to get up and turn it off because it got like a fridge in there. Right, the reason why I'm up early is because I've got a 12-hour drive ahead of me today, and the first part of the journey is the Grand Canyon. And that's probably about 3 hours and a bit from here, and I want to get there for sunrise. But first, a cup of tea. All the people moaning about milk first or milk last. Do you know what? I always do a bit of a mixture. I don't really care. I don't do it religiously one way or another. Oh, that's a good cup of tea, that. Where's this handbrake gone? Lights. Because that would be distracting. Here we go. I'm paranoid. I've got everything in that I should have. Even with my sunglasses on, that sun is super bright. But at least it's getting up fast. Tell you what though, I do need some coffee and some gas. Let's get some coffee. Look at the different creamers you can have. Hazelnut, peanut butter, Irish cream, caffeine shots, caramel macchiato, French vanilla, half and half, and non-dairy. Can I get 100 on pump number 7, please?
100 on 7?
Yeah. The pumps are so slow here. I can just leave it filling up because it's taking forever just for $100. So that's $150 I've already spent on fuel, and I'm probably not even halfway through the trip yet. And you also have to pay, I think it's like 49 cents per mile. I think, don't quote me on that. I bought a mileage pack. I think I bought, I don't know how many hundreds of miles I bought, but yeah, you also do have to pay mileage on this as well. But I'll come to the price at the end, all the add-ons that I got as well. Right, let's continue. Well, I've been driving now for about 2 hours, 10 minutes, and we're about 20 minutes away from the Grand Canyon. But I mean, just looking at where I am now, you wouldn't believe that the Grand Canyon is anywhere near. Everything is so lush and green, and forests and pine trees and everything. So if you're walking, it's 20. Coming in with a car, it's $35.
It's $35 to enter the park.
35.
Mm-hmm.
Can I pay by card?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cool, this is tight. Yeah, $35. Well, there are so many different viewing points to the Grand Canyon. So I'm on the south rim, and I was doing a little bit of research, and Martha's viewpoint or something, apparently that's quite a good viewing spot, so let's find out if it is. This is special parking for RVs and coaches, so they're nice and wide. I mean, you wouldn't believe what's ahead of us, really. I mean, at the moment, it doesn't look anything special, does it? Oh, wow. Your eyes can't believe what they're seeing. That's incredible. I'm here very early morning, but if he was to come here later on this afternoon, this evening, or tonight, it looks totally different. It'd be amazing to see this in the moonlight, wouldn't it? By the way, I know this is a slightly different video to usual, so if you are enjoying it, please make sure you do give it a thumbs up. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. So coming up a little bit further around the Grand Canyon, we come to this watchtower that apparently is definitely worth coming and taking a look at the Grand Canyon from this angle. Look at that. The camera does not do it justice. You have to physically see this. It's just so impressive. So something interesting has just happened. So I've driven from the Grand Canyon and I'm driving towards Paige here in Arizona. But right now I've gone through an area called Navajo Nation or Navaland or something like that. And I've crossed over into daylight savings time. So I've gone forward an hour just to continue further going back down that way. And I'll also lose an hour. Okay, so that was an epic fail. I've arrived in Antelope Valley and I just went into the canyon and my battery died. I think it's the heat, it really drained it. So the footage that I was hoping to take, I couldn't. I could go back in there, it's gonna be about another hour though to wait for the next tour. But this is some of the footage of it. I mean, I don't know whether you've seen photos of this place on social media. I mean, to see it with your own eyes, just like the Grand Canyon, is truly amazing. The colors, especially if you come in July, August, in the midday sun, there's an upper and then there's a lower part of the canyon, which are two totally different places, and you should definitely go and check them out. Anyway, let's head to the RV park. Wow, the wind's really just got up. So, you know that horrible feeling when you get sand in your mouth and you can feel the grit in your teeth? It's exactly what I can feel. All right, so tonight we're going to stay in Paige, and the RV park is about 15-20 minutes away from here. I've done a lot of driving since 5 this morning. So yeah, I need to go and have a rest, and maybe we'll try out some of those corn dogs. I'm gonna find a spot this time and then go in. There's loads of spots available. That's good. This'll do. Oh, I also need to show you the awning on this is really big, and I also get a table and chair which we'll get out as well in a minute. Let's go and find out how much it is going to be for the night. Oh yeah, how much is it for one night?
For the RV?
Yeah.
It'll be $75.
So a little bit more expensive than last night, $71, but apparently it does come with an indoor pool. Let's go check it out. Well, there was no AC in there, so I don't think I'll be using that. Didn't really look that good either. Right, I want to show you this. So obviously today is pretty sunny, and when you want to shield yourself from the sun, this has got one huge awning. Look at this. I mean, wow. Pretty good, right? Table and chair. Just about time for a beer and a corn dog. Let's give this a try. These are pretty good. If you've never had a corn dog before, next time do them in the oven because they're more crunchier rather than the microwave. This is huge. Cheers. What a view, eh? Morning. Gotta start with the loops. So today is gonna be another mammoth drive. 5.5 hours. So we're gonna be heading to a place called Rachel, which is on the Extraterrestrial Highway. Is it near Area 51? Something like that. There's something called the Little Alien Inn I want to go and check out. And UFO and alien enthusiasts from around the world like to visit this place. There used to be like a black mailbox, but that got vandalized, so the owner removed it. And apparently, I don't know whether it's true, but apparently you'd post something in there and it would go to another world. I don't know. I could be wrong there. It's a must if you're out this way west. We do a version of this in the UK, but it's not as sweet. And it tastes more like malty grain. And I know sugar's bad for you, but it tastes good. Everything in moderation, right? So it's about 343 miles. So I'm gonna have to fill up because I'm not sure how many gas stations are gonna be en route. So yeah, another $100 or so to fill up and then we'll get going. I love the fact that you don't even need to get out of the car to get into the driver's seat. You just have your breakfast, do what you need to do, just jump in the driving seat and off we go. Always paranoid I haven't put something up or everything's locked away. Yeah. Now heading across Glen Canyon Dam. A lot of people taking photos of this dam. Well, this is it. This is the start of the Extraterrestrial Highway. Now it runs very close towards Area 51. And a lot of people have seen UFOs, UAPs, strange lights on this very route. Not probably during the day, but you never know. Obviously, being this close to a military base, you will see low flying aircraft. But will we see any flying saucers? Very much doubt it. Come on. I want to know how people have got stickers up there. They must have bought a ladder. There's lots of stickers on it. There is a sign that is slightly lower on the opposite side, which is where most people have their photo taken because this is quite high. Well, even though we've covered a lot of miles today, we've still got about 48 miles to go before we get into Rachel. America is just so vast. The travel distances are crazy. Just look at that, the road stretches so far into the distance you can't even see the end. I've been travelling on this road for 20 minutes. I haven't seen one car. And before you go, oh, this is not safe, believe me, I can see for miles that way and I can see for miles that way. So I'll definitely know if there's going to be a car coming. You see, we're not used to this in the UK. Roads that travel so far as the eye can see. Rocky Mountains traveling as far as the eye can see, to the point of, like, you can see really far when you go up high some of these mountains or valleys that your eyes can't believe what they're seeing. It's just so big. There's dust devils going on out there. It's also really eerie as well. 10 more minutes that way. So I had to just show you this, the famous black mailbox. Whether this is the original one, I'm not quite sure because it's been vandalized loads of times, but it's back again. You can see how people just like leave their crap here. So there's no need for it really, is there? I think this has only recently been here because everyone's dated it 25. Not quite sure where it goes. I don't know who started it. The famous black mailbox out in the middle of nowhere. So why is Rachel famous? Well, it's because it's the closest town to Area 51, which is not really hard because there's no other towns around here. But people travel far and wide to come and visit the little cafe in there. And you'll see why in a moment. By the way, that's not a real UFO. Imagine if it was and no one told you.
Honey, there's no recording on the property.
Sorry?
No recording.
You can't take no photos?
Photos yet.
Be-
Not recording though.
Well, I drove 5 hours for this and they didn't let me film inside the cafe. They don't allow any filming, only photos. So here are some photos. We're now heading to where I've got to drop off the RV, and I'm going to spend my last night in an RV park in Las Vegas, and it's about 2.5 hours away, so we should get there just before sunset. But it's still cool to visit here though. Now if this looks familiar to you, I've stayed at Circus before. In fact, the video's on the website. What's this about then? Oh, is it after hours? It's only 6 o'clock. Well, that was a bit rubbish. Phone lines are busy. Call back when they're not so busy. Now, I did book this online. I wonder if I've got a code to get in the gate. Hang on. No, no code. Let's try again. It's now not even ringing.
No answer, right?
Yeah,
They never answer.
they never answer.
The code is 78878.
Okay, thank you so much. I think so. Let's have a look. Thank God I saw that guy. It's getting quick before it closes again. I mean, it is great they've got an RV park. They've got long let bungalows and of course the classic hotel. Have I got a pitch number? Better look, haven't I? Through spaces, pull through spaces. Sure, this will do. Just got to make sure my bum's in. And I've arrived. I left this morning, Paige, Arizona. I know I went a weird way to go to Rachel and then back on myself to come here. It would have been quicker to come to Vegas straight away rather than going to Rachel. But anyway, better grab some food. Look at that, you get a little outside lamp and even a patio area. However, I don't on my side. I should have. Is this classed as mine then? I'm confused. Is this the... Here's the electric, right? This better be working. I mean, now it looks old. Is the water working? Yeah. Thank God I did see that guy, because God knows how long I would have had to have waited, because every time I pick up the phone, it either wasn't working or when it did work, nobody would answer. So I've got to return the RV first thing in the morning. So tonight I'm just going to have what's left. And I think I've got like a lasagna in there, some of those corn dogs, and the rest of my beer. I don't know how, but I put this there last night and it's a bit flat, but I'm going to drink it anyway. And it managed to stay there and it didn't fall off. Right, the cushions fall off during the trip. My bag always falls on the floor. Yet this, which is like this full, managed to stay there. Absolutely shattered. It's weird, isn't it? Driving really does exhaust you. I'm off to bed. Good night. Good morning. So my stay in the RV has come to an end, and I'm sure a lot of you will be interested in the price. So because of time, I booked this for 3 nights, but it's a 7-day minimum on the rental. I also had to give a security deposit of $1,500, which I get when I return the vehicle. Now I did order some extras, and it did get a little bit pricey. I ordered a 1,000-mile pack, which came to $420. So not only do I pay for the petrol, but you pay for the mileage on the RV as well. So whether that covers it or not, I'll let you know at the end of the video. I paid extra for that one chair, which was $12. I got a GPS, which I actually didn't use because I just used my phone, but I thought because I was going into the desert there wouldn't be any signal, and to be honest there was signal for most of it, and then I just used the offline maps. But the GPS was $50, but I did get that free apparently. I did a VIP Plus package for $101 and an enhanced liability insurance package for $87. So basically that covers me if I get into an accident up to like £1 million or $1 million or something like that. I've done a drop and go service, which was $119. Now this is obviously so when I return the RV, I don't need to drain the grey water, the black water. I don't need to do any cleaning. They'll do all that for me. So that was $119. But then there's a one-way drop-off fee, RB, for $175, which I'm totally confused about. But anyway, I did pay extra for the conveniency kit, which provides you with some towels, the bedding, and that came to $82. The grand total came to $2,580. And I probably spent around about $350, maybe $400 actually on fuel. Obviously I did a lot of miles in this. I mean, I was driving a lot. It takes a while to get used to driving this, but actually I got used to it quite quickly. I think the most scariest part was just getting on the freeways. As soon as I picked it up, I was like a rabbit caught in the headlights a little bit. I was like, oh, going really slow, obviously. And you've got to make sure that when you're turning, you allow for the length, and even overtaking as well. You've got to make sure you get so far before you start then going into the other lane. The only things I was a little bit gutted about was the steps. For some reason, every time I was driving, they would fall down and would expose the batteries, which wasn't good. And the tap in the bathroom pretty much was loose. This was a great experience, something I've always wanted to do. So tell me what you thought in the comments. Have you rented an RV before? I mean, this was quite small compared to some that you can get that are absolutely huge. And if you want to see how this compares to the UK, why not click my video here? Do give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time.